Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum dear students. Hope you all are enjoying good health. Let us wake up and start our studies. I am starting from chapter number 1 of new syllabus in mathematics D4. Hope these lessons will help you. I am starting from chapter number 1 of D4. The title of the chapter is linear inequalities in two variables. But in lesson number 1, I'll start from linear equations in two variables and their graph, because before studying linear inequalities in two variables and their graph, if we will study linear equation in two variables and their graph, then our topic of the chapter will be easy to understand. Chapter number 1 D4, lesson number 1, but our topic is linear equation in two variables. Linear equation in two variables is of this type. This we already have studied in chapter number 6 of D3, which is coordinate geometry. Linear equation is in this form: ax plus by plus c equal to 0. X and y are two variables, so this is equation in two variable, and the power of x and y is 1. That is why this is a linear equation in two variable. This equation can be written in another form, which is y is equal to mx plus c. You are very much familiar with this equation, and this is we have studied in chapter number 6. In this equation, y is equal to mx plus c, the coefficient of x is m, which is gradient, and gradient is the stiffness of the line, and c, which is constant term, is the y-intercept, the point where line touches y-axis. Gradient m is defined as rise over run. Rise is the distance moved from one point to another on the line along y-axis, and run is the distance moved from one point to another on the line along x-axis. M can be positive or negative. If M is negative, and if we take rise as positive, we move upward along y-axis, and if it is negative, we move downward along y-axis. And if run is positive, we move to the right along x-axis, and if it is negative, we move to the left along x-axis. When gradient is a whole number, then to make it a fraction, you can put 1 in the denominator. That is, if m is 5, it means m is equal to 5 over 1, where rise is 5 and run is 1. So if you are given this equation, you can write this equation in this form, which will help us in drawing the graph of this line, where m is the gradient, the coefficient of x. If it is positive, then gradient is positive. If it is negative, then gradient is negative. When gradient is negative, you can take rise as negative or run as negative. C is the y-intercept. Now, how to draw the graph of linear equations in two variables? There are many methods, but in this lesson I'll discuss two of them with examples. Method number 1 is by taking gradient and y-intercept from the line. So follow these steps to draw the graph of linear equation. Rewrite the equation in gradient intercept form. If you are given an equation, so always write that equation in gradient intercept form, where m can be positive or negative. If m is negative, then 1 of rise or run is negative. This is what we have discussed in the previous slide. So your first step on the graph, plot On the graph mark point C, this one, on y-axis by a dot. In case m is negative, then from C move minus a unit along y-axis and then b unit along x-axis and place a dot there. Or if you take rise as positive, then move a unit along y-axis and then minus b unit along y-axis and place a dot. Now on the graph you have two dots, one for C and one for M. Join these two dots and produce on both the sides to get the graph of the equation, which is a straight line. Now if you will follow these 5 steps, you will feel comfortable to draw the graph of line. The 2 points you should do. First, you have to write the equation in gradient intercept form, and then from there you have to identify C and M, and the rest of the work is to be done on the graph. If you are asked to draw the graph of this equation, this equation is linear because the power of x and y is 1 and this is in two variables x and y. Our first step in the last slide was that we will have to write this equation in gradient intercept form. Gradient intercept form of this equation is y is equal to minus 2x plus 3. Then we have to identify what is C and what is M. In this case C is 3 and M is minus 2. Because M is negative, we can write this as minus 2 over 1 or 2 over minus 1. Any one of rise or rise run and rise as negative. Now taking graph, on your graph paper you will draw two axes, mark the graph. This is a region, then 1 unit, 2 unit, 3 unit, minus 1 unit, minus 2 unit, and similarly along y-axis. Now the step is that you have to mark C on your graph. C is the point on y-axis starting from the region, and it is also positive, so we will move upward 1 2 3. So at this point we will place a dot. Now our gradient is minus 2. We have taken, if we take minus 2 over 1, then we will move 2 units downward from this C, 1 2 and 1 unit to the right, and we will place a dot here, and we will join these 2 points and produce these points on both the sides to get the straight line. If you take rise as positive and run as negative, then from C you will move 2 units above, 1 2 and 1 unit to the left. Then this is another point, so join these 2 points, you will get the same equation. So this is an example of drawing the graph of linear equation in two variables. You have to write the equation in gradient intercept form, identify C and gradient. On the graph, mark a point which is C on y-axis. From y-axis, move rise or run. If your gradient is positive, then you have to, your rise is positive and run is also positive. If gradient is negative, then you can take rise as negative, then run positive, or rise positive and run negative. So this is an example of drawing the graph by the first method. Let us see the points on the line and then plotting those points on the graph and joining these points, you will get the straight line. Let us take the same equation of the length. First step in this method is also write the equation in gradient intercept form, which is y is equal to minus 2x plus 3. Then in the next step you will take at least two ordered pairs that make the given line true. This means for you will take any one value of x, putting that value of x in this equation, you will calculate the value of y. You can use the table to find 2 points by putting any value of x in the equation and then solving for y. If I have taken here x is equal to 1 and minus 2 multiplied by 1 is minus 2 plus 3 is equal to 1, so y is 1, and I have taken the other point x is 3, multiplying 3 by minus 2 is minus 6 plus 3 is minus 3. You can take some other points also. If you need at least 2 points, you can take more than 2 points also. Now locate these points on the graph by a dot. Our first point is whose x coordinate is 1 and y coordinate is also 1. So starting from the origin, I have moved 1 unit along x-axis and 1 unit along y-axis with both positive direction. Place a dot here. Then taking the second point in which x coordinate is 3 and y coordinate is minus 3. Starting from the origin, move 3 units along x-axis on the right hand side, 1, 2, 3, and 3 units along y-axis in the downward direction, 1, 2, minus 3. Join these 2 points and produce on both the sides to get the equation for this lesson. Let's look at the summary of the lesson. In this lesson we have studied the linear equation in two variables. This is called the standard form of the linear equation, ax plus by plus c is equal to 0, and this is the gradient intercept form of the equation. Then we have studied how to draw the graph of linear equations. We discussed two methods, one from gradient and intercept and second one from pair of points. Hope you have understood the topic clearly. So try these questions yourself. Draw the graph of, in question number 1 there are two equations on the same graph. X is equal to 2. Look, in this equation there is only one variable. We have studied in chapter number 6 that if there is one variable, the equation is either vertical or horizontal. If the variable is x only, then that line is a vertical line. If variable is y only, then that is horizontal line. All others are non-vertical lines. So draw this equation and this equation on the same graph paper. In question number 2 there are three equations, so draw these three equations on the same graph paper by using any one of the method which you feel easy. So for any problem or suggestion you can discuss on this WhatsApp number. Okay, take care of yourself and your family. God bless you all. Allah Hafiz.